fun and exciting adventure together. Welcome to our science class. This is Mom Franz Oreliosa from Camarines National High School. I know you are all excited to learn. Am I correct? I'm glad to hear that. Bring out your science notebook, a pen, and the learning activity sheets in science for quarter 3, week 1 with the title Force, Energy, and Motion. Let's start! Our lesson for today is about distance and displacement. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to, number 1, describe the motion of an object in terms of distance or displacement. Number 2, analyze motion in terms of distance or displacement. And number 3, calculate the total distance and displacement covered by the body. But before we begin, let's test your knowledge of the topic through this free test to warm up your minds. Are you ready? Let's start! Question number 1. Which of the following is a scalar quantity? The choices are A. Displacement, B. Distance, and C. Velocity. I will give you 10 seconds to think of your answer. Time starts now. Time's up. Let's now proceed to the second question. It is the distance and direction of an object's change and position from a starting point. Is it A. Motion, B. Distance, or C. Displacement? I wonder what your answers are. For question number 3, you will be asked to compute for Bill's distance in this situation. Bill runs 400 meters to Andy's house, turns around, and runs 400 meters back home. The choices are A. 0 meter, B. 400 meters, and C. 800 meters. I know you can do it. For the next question, same situation was given. Bill runs 400 meters to Andy's house, turns around, and runs 400 meters back home. And this time, what will be Bill's displacement? Is it A. 0 meter, B. 400 meters, or C. 800 meters? Time starts now. Time's up. Let's now proceed to the last question. An illustration showing the motion of Sarah is provided for this number. Analyze the given picture. If Sarah walks from point A to point B, which statement is true? Is it A, distance and displacement are equal, B, distance is less than displacement, or C, displacement is less than the distance? The time has started. Your time's up. Great job for finishing the pre-test. Did you find the test difficult? Don't worry. I'll help you gain this concept as we go on in our lesson. To fuel up, let's have another mind-setting game entitled Letters Distancing. Sounds silly, right? In this game, you will unscramble the given letters to form the word that will fit the description from the given statement. Are you ready? Let's begin. Ooh, where am I? It's so nice to be here in the carnival. Have you ever been here? Look, there are lots of rides and I'm sure the kids are having fun. Hey, a Ferris wheel. That's my favorite ride. Have you ever tried riding in a Ferris wheel? What does this Ferris wheel showing us? Hmm, a change and position of an object with respect to its surrounding in a given interval of time. What do you think is the answer? Perfect! The Ferris wheel is in motion. Oh, I can see a familiar face from afar. Who's this? It's my student Christine. She is approaching me.
Good afternoon, teacher friends. Hi, teacher friends.
I wonder what this statement is referring to. How far an object traveled. Can you solve it for me? Very good. It is distance. What do you call the overall change and position of Christine from the starting point to here? Excellent. It is displacement. Oh, hello, Christine. What brought you here?
I'm looking for my little brother, teacher.
He's standing right there waiting for you. Have fun and enjoy this carnival with your brother. Bye. Consider this diagram. The position of the objects are described in the diagram by their coordinates along the number line. Using the number line, what is the position of Mamang Sorbetero? Correct! Mamang Sorbetero is in negative 10-meter position from the tree. How about Jubyo? You're right. She is 5 meters away from the tree. How far is Mamang Sorbetero from the house? You're absolutely right. Mamang Sorbetero is 25 meters from the house. Next, how far is Jubyong from Mamang Sorbetero? Excellent! She needs to walk 15 meters to reach Mamang Sorbetero. Now, let us analyze this figure and situation. Miko walks 30 meters from his house, point A, to Gio's house, point C, to pick up their group project, and walk another 10 meters to reach school, point D. When he reached school, he realized that he has to drop by Emerson's house to get his assignment for submission since Emerson is sick. He then walked back to Emerson's house, point B, and then hurriedly go back to school. These are the guide questions that you are going to answer. Based from the situation, let us now answer the guide question. From the initial location, point A, what distance did Miko cover to reach Gio's house? Point C, what is his displacement? You're right. Miko covered 30 meters from his house, point A, to Gio's house at point C. And his displacement is 30 meters to the right. Question number 2. If Miko continued walking and reached school, point D, at the same time, what is the total distance that he covered starting from his initial location, point A? How about his displacement? Point A to point D. Awesome! From his house, point A, to school, point D, Miko covers 40 meters and his displacement is 40 meters to the right. For the last question, what is the distance covered from the school, point D, in going back to Emerson's house? How about his displacement? Is the total distance covered is the same with his displacement? Based from our activity, how will you define distance and displacement? Let's check if your answers are correct. As we discuss the topic for Science 7, Quarter 3, Week 1, entitled Distance and Displacement. Join me as we travel and cover distance and displacement. Now, let us define what is distance. Distance is how far an object travels. Imagine an ant crawling in a ruler. What distance did the ant travel? That's right. The distance covered by the ant is 3 centimeters. Distance does not depend on direction. Here's our ant explorer again. Now, what distance did the ant travel? Correct. The ant traveled a distance of 3 centimeters. Does this direction change the answer? Absolutely not. As you can see in this figure, the distance does not depend on direction. It remains the same. Distance does not depend on direction. Let's follow the ant again. What distance did the ant walk this time? The ant walked 5 centimeters and another 2 centimeters back. Adding 5 centimeter and 2 centimeter, we get a total distance of 7 centimeters. Let us now proceed to displacement. Displacement is the difference between an object's final position and its starting position. It does depend on direction. In order to define displacement, we need direction. directions. What are examples of directions? North, south, east, and west. To the right, to the left, forward, backward, upward, and downward. Let's revisit our ant. And this time, we will find his displacement. The distance is 3 centimeters and the displacement is positive 3. Notice that the displacement is positive. The positive sign shows that the ant walked to the right. Find the ant's displacement again. Remember, displacement has direction. The distance is 3 centimeters and the displacement is negative 3 centimeters. Notice that the displacement is negative. The negative sign shows that the ant walked to the left. Find the distance and displacement of the ant. The ant walked 5 centimeters and another 2 centimeters back. Adding 5 centimeters and 2 centimeters, we get a total distance of 7 centimeters. As for the displacement, it is positive 3 centimeters since his endpoint is at 3 centimeters to the right of the starting point. Let us now compare distance and displacement. Distance is a scalar quantity which refers to how far an object has covered during its motion. Unit is meters or kilometers. Displacement is a vector quantity which refers to how far out of place an object is from its original position. It is the object's change in position. Unit is meters or kilometers with direction. To understand clearly the difference between distance and displacement, let's refer to this animated picture. The green line is for the distance, while the blue line is for the displacement. Distance is the total length of path traveled by a moving object, while displacement is the straight line distance from the starting point to the end point. Let's have more examples. You drive the path and your odometer goes up by 8 miles, your distance. Your displacement is the shorter directed distance from start to stop. That is the yellow arrow. Which is the distance? The broken line or the straight line? How about the displacement? Very good. The broken line represents the distance, while the straight line represents the displacement. Let's have another example. A physics teacher walks 4 meters east, 2 meters south, and 4 meters west, and finally 2 meters north. The distance covered is 4 meters, 2 meters, 4 meters, and another 2 meters. Total distance covered is 12 meters, while the displacement is positive 2 meters. Let us now analyze this equation. A boy rode on his bike from point A to B to C. What is the boy's distance? How about displacement? Adding 4 meters and 3 meters, we get the total distance covered of the boy 7 meters. Since displacement is the defined as the straight line distance from the starting point to the end point, his displacement is positive 5 meters. For our last example, an athlete runs around a track that is 100 meters long 3 times, then stops. What is the athlete's distance and displacement? Since the athlete runs 3 times to the 100 meters long oval track, the total distance is 300 meters.
The displacement is 0 meter.
Since the athlete goes back to its original position. It's now time to assess your understanding of our topic for this day. Bring out your notebook and pen and let's begin. You will be given 10 seconds to answer the question. What do you call the total length of path traveled by a moving object? Letter A, displacement. Letter B, scalar. Letter C, distance. Or letter D, vector. Time starts now. Time's up. Second question. Distance is for scalar. Displacement is for black. Is it letter A, quantity, letter B, vector, letter C, unit, or letter D, quality? Your time starts now. Time's up. Question number 3. What do you call a straight line distance from the object's point of origin to its point of destination? Letter A, displacement, letter B, scalar, letter C, distance, or letter D, vector. Time starts now. Time's up. Question number 4. Christine drives her scooter 7 kilometers north. She stops for a lunch and then drives 5 kilometers south. What distance did she cover? Letter A, 2 kilometers. Letter B, 12 meters. Letter C, 12 kilometers. Or letter D, 2 meters. Your time starts now. Time's up. Question number 5.
What is her displacement? A, 2 kilometers north. B, 4 centimeters north. C, 13 kilometers north. And letter D, 13 feet north.
Time's up. As for the computation part, certain equations were given to you. For each equations, you have 2 minutes to compute your answer. Good luck! Situation number 1. Anna traveled 6 kilometers east and then 9 kilometers west. Find Anna's distance traveled and displacement. Time starts now. Situation number 2. Choco goes on a ride to Hot Spring and Panikwason, Naga City. He travels 3 kilometers east of Pacol and then 5 kilometers east of Carolina. What distance did he cover? What was his displacement? Time's up. Congratulations for a job well done. For your assignment, you will be asked to create a sketch map from the main door to different parts of your house showing distance and displacement. Your output will be graded using the rubrics. Please follow these procedures. Number 1, label the parts of your house. Number 2, draw your sketch map inside the box. Use broken lines for distance traveled and continuous line for displacement. Number 3, answer the following guide questions. Letter A, what is the estimated distance of your travel in terms of steps from the main door of your house to the kitchen? Letter B, what is the estimated displacement of your travel? Did you enjoy our lesson for today? Good to hear that. Thank you for your active participation in our discussion. Once again, this is Mom Franz Aureliosa from Camarines National High School. See you on the next episode. Thank you and keep safe, everyone. Goodbye.
Sa pag-aaral ba ang nais mo? Namamasdan ng guro kahit papano. Kanyang sinasabi paglalarawan, makikitang lubos sa iyong harapan. Mga katanungan na nasa isipan, hindi nang maliwanagan. Isang tindog lang at inyong malalaman. Sa telebisyon ay pag-aaralan. Tara na, may pag-asa pa. Kahit ba nasa bahay ka, isama na ang buo